The children cannot wait. Education cannot
Sa
wait.
direktiba ba ni Pangulong Duterte na wala munang magaganap na face-to-face classes hanggat walang bakuna kontra COVID-19.
Walang vaccine, walang eskwela.
we all rise as we worship and praise our Creator. After which, stand still for the Philippine National Anthem.
Nasasaktan, kumikirot ang aking puso. Nagdaramdam, nananalangin ng pagsuko. Naniniwala, kumakapit sa iyong mga pangako. Hilumin mo ang sukat ng aking puso, alaala ng pagkabigo't pagduro ko, dahil ang ngayon at ang bukas sa'yo pinubuo, Panginoong Jesus. Nasasaktan, kumikirot ang aking puso. Nagdaramdam, nananalangin ng pagsuko. Naniniwala, kumakapit sa iyong mga pangako. Hilumin mo ang sukat ng aking puso, alaala ng pagkabigo't pagturo ko, dahil ang ngayon at ang bukas sa'yo binubuo, Panginoong Jesus. Tinig mo'y walang katulad, pag-ibig mo'y may pagpapatawad, paghilom mo'y tunay at may pagkakapay buhay. Hilumin mo ang sukat ng aking puso, alaala ng pagkabigo't pagduro ko, dahil ang ngayon at ang bukas sa'yo binubuo, Panginoong Jesus. Dahil ang ngayon at ang bukas sa'yo binubuo, Panginoong Jesus.
Tumayo po tayong lahat, ilagay ang kanang kamay sa ating dibdib at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyang sisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwalhati pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Mountains and the rivers, to the plains and winding trails, to the shores where breezes linger. That's the place I love so well. It's the home of men who loved her, men who died to keep us free, men who told no bad the weather, that anyone will never be. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest home by far to me. From her care I learn my lessons, in her veils I work and pray. She has kept me safe and happy as I live on day by day. Though to other lands I wander, as I search for wealth and fame, in my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest of my far to be. To other lands I wander, as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1!
Amidst this pandemic, we stayed connected. We have been tried by uncertainties. It had tested our resiliency and faith. Whatever the challenges we face, back them for a moment. For today radiates the efforts and sacrifices of our learners. Parents, school staff, government officials, and stakeholders. We have united as one to deliver the best education we can offer. To the future of our motherland. We remain steadfast and resilient. For this moment, we may be far from each other, but our determination to continue education has never lost. Savor the moment, for this 2021 graduation and completion exercises this 16th day of July 2021.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be sure, be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
The Public Schools District Supervisor, Madam, I have the honor to present to you the 27 candidates for graduation and the 12 completers of Suba Elementary School for the school year 2020-2021. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum of the Department of Education. By the power vested upon me by the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Juan A. Corpus, duly delegated by the DepEd Secretary, Madam Leonor Magtulis Briones, and upon the presentation and the strong certification of the school principal, that these candidates for graduation this school year 2020-21 have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the K-12 curriculum of the Department of Education. I hereby petition for the confirmation of your graduation with all the rights, duties, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
By the authority vested in me by the Secretary of Education as the Schools Division Superintendent of the Schools Division of Ilocos Norte, and acting on the certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the K-12 curriculum, and upon the strong recommendation and petition of the Public Schools District Supervisor or Education Program Supervisor in charge of your school for the confirmation of your graduation or completion. I, Joan A. Corpus, in my capacity as the Schools Division Superintendent, now confirm you graduates or completers for the school year 2020-2021 with all the rights, honors, privileges, as well as duties and obligations thereto appertaining. Starting today, you are eligible for admission to the next level of education. Congratulations and good luck. Respected local government officials, DepEd Division and school officials, Barangay and Parent Teachers Association officials, school heads, teachers, parents, stakeholders, learners, graduates and completers, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to one and all. My warmest congratulations to all the members of Batch 2021. This school year will always be considered as the most challenging period in the history of the Department of Education. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought challenges in all sectors around the world, and the field of education is no exemption. In order to provide and sustain our clarion call of promoting quality, relevant, and liberating education despite all adversities we currently face. We have devised multiple ways so that learning still continues. We have experienced growing transitions and birth pains, but we never surrendered because we are one team with one common dream. At first, the learning modalities that we have employed in the new normal have brought despair and destruction. But we have overcome this because of your dedication and determination. I feel delighted to congratulate you on this pivotal facet of your life. After several months of enduring the struggles brought about by the global crisis in the educative process, you are now ready to ignite the torch of excellence which you have earned through your incomparable patience and perseverance. Your teachers have provided you with the most fitting kind of instruction which you need as you continue your quest for the fulfillment of your dreams. I congratulate them for serving as game changers in the new education landscape. From ordinary facilitators inside your classrooms, they eagerly transform themselves as module writers, online teachers, teacher broadcasters, and radio announcers to cater your needs and interests while you are learning at home. I believe that every parent wants to invest the future of his or her children to the best school he or she knows. As such, my gratitude is offered to them because they have entrusted your early education to the school's division of Ilocos Norte. Our battle against COVID-19 became easier because they are always there to serve as your shield, shelter, and strength. My sincerest appreciation is also given to the provincial government of Ilocos Norte and all the benevolent stakeholders for their incomparable support to the programs, projects, and activities of the school's division. The strong partnerships and linkages that they have built with us serve as our instruments in combating the challenges caused by the pandemic. And this important milestone of your lives, please be reminded that the greatest rewards that you have are the values that you have obtained from the tales of trials that you've been through during the school year. Make this as sources of inspiration for you to do more and be more. I pray that the Lord will forever guide you as you step to the next rung of the educational ladder. Always take the positive path, and He will crown you with success that you truly deserve. To all of you, congratulations and good luck.
Padaya Maria Diana Flame, with high honors, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Davidson R. Padaya. Badyon Aneza Faye Nicole T, with honors, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. William D. Badyon Jr. Badyon John Lawrence G, with honors, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Reggie D. Bajon. Bartolome Mark Anthony T, with honors, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Antonio T. Bartolome. Batoon Mika Ariana M, with honors, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Brandon P. Batoon. Coloma Avriel Joyce B. with honors, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Elmer P. Coloma. Domingo Nashaira Nicole C. with honors, granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. William Cabangon Sr. Pablo Akisha Lay Marie P. with honors, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Sherwin G. Pablo. Tolentino Aldridge Cyrus X. with honors, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Erickson D. Tolentino. Ulep Jaisel P. with honors, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Wilson T. Ulep. Bungkayaw Eliza Clarice G. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando T. Bungkayaw Jr. Carpio Carl Angelo F. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Liberato Carpio Jr. Carpio Nicole S. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. James G. Carpio. Casco Jake Denver G. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Noel B. Casco. Dalida Marcha Claire C. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alwin A. Dalida. Dawan Mars Cromwell T. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Roderick G. Dawan. Dakiwa Zeus Jariel T. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jack P. Dakiwag. Francisco Tricia May G. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rolly D. Francisco. Gabriel Kelvin Iser V. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Cesar D. Gabriel. Gagarin Tricia Maxine V. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Manny T. Gagarin. Wasay Kim T. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alan Q. Wasay. Padayaw John Zedric E. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert R. Padayaw. Padayaw Mark Jeremy B. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jomar D. Padayaw. Senilio Jessamay L. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Samuel U. Senilio. Tamayo Mark Jaden M. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan B. Tamayo. Tolentino Sofia Lorraine B. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Anthony B. Tolentino. Torres Prince Warren V. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Marinol P. Torres.
Aquino Altea G. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joseph V. Aquino. Bartolome Samuel Aljon L. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Alfredo T. Bartolome. Batoon Jefferson Ven M. the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jefferson P. Batoon. Casimiro Siron Prince Russell G. the son of Mr. Ronald T. Casimiro and Miss Marites S. Galeng. Coloma Joanna Rose M. the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Roosevelt P. Coloma. Gaygay Shamaika Bella T. the daughter of Mr. Romel P. Gaygay and Miss Daisybel Tangonan. Guerrero Marcus Tyron, the son of Miss Michelle V. Guerrero. Murao Isaiah Nathaniel S. The son of Mr. and Mrs. Leo V. Murao. Passion Michelle M. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ariel I. Pasion. Reyes Samantha Nicole. The daughter of Miss Monique Jaisel D. Reyes. Tamayo Mark Raven M. The son of Mr. and Mrs. Mark Jonathan B. Tamayo. Torres Samantha Eve. The daughter of Miss Mary Joy P. Torres.
I know how we took the battle prepared to us by this school year 2020 to 2021. We had experienced bumpy, shaky, and struggling road ahead. Yet here we are, standing still with a pride and honor. We hear congratulatory messages everywhere, not knowing how we fought as we answered the activities in our modules, how we respond to our performance outputs to be posted in our group chats, and how we cramped during our 1 to 2 hours of online meet. Whatever the situation is, and the crisis we are facing right now, pack them for a moment. As for today is a very special, as we savor the fruits of our labor, our graduation day. To the officials of Department of Education headed by Secretary Leonor Magtalis Briones, who ensures that education continues amidst this pandemic, to the Office of Schools Division of Ilocos Norte, presided by Dr. Joanne A. Corpus, EDD, CESOFI, to our public schools District Supervisor, Mrs. Relly B. Dahilig, to all the Ilocos Norte Federated Parent, Teacher, Association officers led by their President, Sir Dan Binanggaman, owner of DLS RRTK Foundation, to the barangay officials as ruled by their punong barangay, Marlon P. Batuon, to this institution who mold us into the best possible we can be, Suba Elementary School with its school head, Mrs. Teresita Baby P. Kakayurin, together with erudite teaching staff, to all the untiring frontliners, sacrificial parents, fellow graduates, a safe and sound day to all of you. Congratulations, my fellow graduates. I believe we are achievers in whatever means. We had accomplished our basic education, equipped knowledge, and have acquired fundamental skills that we can make use in pursuing our dreams in life. This is a new beginning in a new normal situation. Let's us keep moving forward and get educated for us to reach our dreams. I know we may get tired at the middle of our road, journey on and rest if we need it. But let's keep our feet moving. Do not quit in our noble pursuits. 2 years from now, when this COVID-19 pandemic had brought chaos in this world, who could imagine that we will never enter the school premises for this school year? Who could imagine that instead of playing outside, we were confined inside of our houses, taking our modules for almost 24/7? Who could imagine that more parents needed to quit their jobs or lessen their time at their current work just to attend our needs to be a teacher for us? Who could imagine that everything about the school should be done virtually, online or offline? Our situation is unique from we were used to be. As they say, this is a new normal situation. We have been tested about our creativity, resiliency, and defiance. Amo nga di maiwasan nga dagiti naganak tayo ket isuda ti mangobra pa yan dagiti tay maubran. Ket pati siya Jack ilibak nga kinasapulak ti tulong ni Mama Marife Padayaw ken Papa Davidson Padayaw nga mangobra dagiti kasapulak nga ipasa. Mok maure mabanbandog damaman ket isuran to pala ti mang check ta script ko santo mangitulong di camera ti cellphone ko. Amang video kanya no adda masapul up performance output when no video presentation. Amok nga oray di day pakpakita nga marigligatan da kanya ket maritnak tisangit ti puso ken ritna na aglado no tumangsitak pay lang no dikman pas ti obrak when no ibaondak pay lang ag-deliver tila kumi nga madama ti obrak ti modules ko. Jack idibak na mabugkawak pay numa minsan ngem ti kamaudyanan na ket agyamyaman na pakawanan na taoran ti kastoy ti sitwasyon ko ket didak indati no dikit di inaramid yo ken aramidan yo amin nga kabailan yo tapno matulungan dak ken ni ading ko nga maragpad dagiti tarigagay mi ti biag. Ay ayaten kayo sapay kumata kastoy nga kanito ket ipariknayo met dagiti panagyamyaman yo kadagiti naganak yo kadagiti inobrada tapno makaakdang tayo kadagiti nga tukad. I also want to thank all the faculty and staff of Suba Elementary School who have helped prominently and furtively to reach this far significantly and memorably at this stage of our life. Amok nga baro dayto nga sitwasyon nga di na kami pulos nga imbati no diket di pinatibkaryo ti gurgurong mi ken ituloy mi nga ragpadan dagiti arapaap mi itibiyag agyamyaman kami ma'am sir. Making this year memorable amid COVID-19 pandemic is possible by this theme strengthening the quality of education amidst COVID-19 pandemic. Fire up our hope by living with this theme, by always remembering how we get up strongly and start our life with resiliency and defiance. The Department of Education had made different ways for us to catch up and continue the most treasured education. We must believe that in the long run, if we unite and strengthen the foundation of education, we can grasp the dream we are aiming for. As we bid farewell to this alma mater, we take its pride and honor along our way to success. Once again, thank you, keep safe, keep rising, congratulations to all of us.
Our life is bounded full of different experiences. Some are memorable, interesting, and some also are boring.
Memorable day is the funniest and happiest day of our life.
Today, we want to share all the memories we had in this school. The first day of our school was the most memorable for us because it was still fresh in our mind and we will never forget. How we laughed, how we scolded by our teacher, and how we got sad because of our mistakes, and how we learned from those mistakes.
Our memorable moments in Suba Elementary School.
Mama, kamusta na di na? Tayo laging nagkikita, miss na kita sobra. Lagi na lang kami ang nauuna. Di ba pwedeng ikaw muna, akin ang pangamba? Dahil ikaw ang aking mata sa tuwing mundo'y nag-iibang dahilan ng aking paghinga. Kaya huwag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong matatana. Pahinga muna, ako nang bahala. Labis pa sa labis ang iyong nagawa, mama. Pahinga muna, ako na. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara, la tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara. Papa, naaalala mo pa ba nung ako'y bata pa, diba? Aking puso yung hinanda sa mga bagay na buhay sa tuwing ako'y gagapang ng dahilan ng aking paghinga. Kaya huwag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata, Dana. Pahinga muna, ako nang bahala. Labis pa sa labis ang ginagawa pa ba? Pahinga muna, ako na. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara, la tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara. Di ko na sasayangin pa mga natitirang paghinga. Tutungo na kung saan naroon ang mahalaga. At kahit na kailan pa may di mawawala, pagkat kala kong mapa saan man mapunta lang kung saan nagmula. Huwag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata, Dana. Pahinga muna, ako na. Huwag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata, Dana. Pahinga muna, ako nang bahala. Mas masalabis ang ginagawa, mapa. Pahinga muna, ako na. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara, la tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara.